I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
I know it was a weird thing I was doing, but it was kind of an over-the-top way of scratching my head because, first off, thanks go to Brock, not Brock Lesnar. He didn't do an F5 on me, but a very nice guy named Brock who sent me a nice PayPal request, and he actually requested a couple films, so I'm going to try to do them today. Thank you so much for that. Again, if anyone ever wants to send in requests for topics or reviews or whatever type of videos, you know, feel free to send it by PayPal, which the link for that will be down below, or to feel free to join my Patreon, which has certain tiers in which you can, well, the tiers explain it. If not, no worries, but again, if you're interested, my PayPal and Patreon links are down below in the info box. But one of the films he wanted me to review was The Glass Castle. And if you're a fan, Brock, of this film, that's cool. I certainly was not. I guess this is based on a novel. Maybe this is how the novel is, based on a true story about a woman in this film called played by Brie Larson, which, to be fair, she does not do a bad job. I didn't think she did that horrible job on Coastal Island. It's just Captain Marvel, which I hated, and her antics and what she says in the public eye really makes me not really care about the lady. But I can't say she did a bad job in this. But at the same time, I didn't care about this movie, so I didn't give a shit. What I mean by that is it goes between her as an adult who has this fiance. She's being fairly successful, and her parents are willingly being homeless. Her parents played by Woody Harrelson and Naomi Watts, two actors I enjoy. And then a lot of the film is we see her backstory. We see her growing up in tremendous poverty. Her sisters, brother, while the mom and dad are two of the worst piece of shit parents I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. As like the movie does, it kind of wants to say, yeah, they were fucked up, but then at the end of the film, because Woody Harrelson's character, I won't spoil it, fuck it, spoilers. Woody Harrelson's character dies at the end, and then they give a toast to he was such a great guy, and it was more about, oh, let's talk about our time with him. I'm like, your time with him was fucking awful. I get that you had a couple of nice moments, but this is also a mom and dad, and the mom was not really fighting much on this, where one of the first flashbacks is the daughter, Brie Larson, when she was a little girl, cooking hot dogs and catching on fire. She catches on fire. She catches on fucking fire, and we see the little girl on fucking fire. So then, boom, hospital. And the doctor is being the responsible person, and Woody Harrelson gets pissed at him because there's a doctor and there's a lady who deals with child custody. Not custody, but child services is what I meant. And the other family go in, and the doctor doesn't like that the mom and dad, especially the dad, are making light of the situation. And the little girl's talking about, oh, I cook all the time. And everything that the doctor says, I agree with. Him being pissed that the parents are making light of the situation. And then Woody Harrelson gets pissed, oh yeah, well, what you'll charge us, that's more than we'll have and we'll make in a year. Maybe you shouldn't let your daughter catch herself on fucking fire then, you fucking dickwad. I'm talking about the character, not Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson, Naomi Watts, they're doing fine acting-wise, but just, these are the worst piece of shit parents I've seen. That's like, they're 2 steps away from what the fuck were those assholes on YouTube. Daddy05. If you know what that is, feel free to look it up or don't. But they're 2 steps away from that. With how stupidly incompetent these fucking people are. And then they move around at drifters from one place to another, and Woody Harrelson keeps saying, we just need the perfect location. We'll build our castle, our glass castle, hence the title. And these parents are tremendously reckless. They're for example, when it gets to present day, at least where this present day is at, and Brie Larson is talking to her parents, they're squatting in an abandoned building, and their reaction, well, where's your sense of adventure? What the fuck? I'm sure every person, if they were able to see the film, who are homeless, they would go, fuck you. Just, let me jump to the end. You find out by the end that ever since she was a kid, Brie Larson was a kid, Woody Harrelson and Naomi Watts characters had land. Valuable land that's worth $1 million. And they didn't do shit. And then, like, the movie's trying to teach, oh, but and then they're getting mad at the fiance and her. You're selling out. You're selling out, and you're a writer. Why are you working for this? And I'm going, are you fucking shitting me? This is what you're trying to go? This direction that I've seen many times where you want this more business level, but you're more happy as an independent. You're more happy doing the stuff you love instead of going to the corporate world. There are plenty of movies that do that better. But here, no. The biggest thing is that you are the worst fucking parents ever. When you're at home, at one of their houses, growing up, they have to leave because collectors are coming. Or police, one or the other. And the kid's like, oh man, we're leaving. And then they gotta put the kids in the back of the moving truck. And of course they complain, and the parents go, don't be so dramatic. It'll be an adventure. I think the mom says that. Later on in the present day, when the fiance's talking about how whacked your parents are, and Brie Larson's getting upset. No, you shouldn't get upset. He's right. They're fucked in the head. And any rational, I mean, I know it's based on a true story. So it's not a movie, it's based on a true story. So if it's based on a true story, it can only go in the direction it's going in. But just, there's also, how many fucking based on true stories have artistic licenses, and then it just makes you go, why did you even make this movie? Literally, there's a scene, I shit you not. Well, first off, there's bits where the kids talk about how they haven't eaten for 3 days. 3 fucking days. 3 fucking days. They haven't eaten. And of course they're getting pissed. If you're a little kid, you haven't eaten for 3 days, and then they go, watch that tone, girl. Watch that tone, young lady. Are you fucking kidding me? 3 days. And you're getting mad at your kids for asking where's food when they haven't eaten in 3 fucking days and they're starving to death. And then they get the little bit of money and Woody Harrelson comes back drunk. So he bought her on booze. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it, man. And then I believe it's a grandmother is trying to molest the son. It doesn't go too far, like it doesn't get graphic or anything. But the girls see that, you know, the boy's going, leave me alone, the shirt's being lifted, and then they get him out of there. And they tell their parents, and you know what the parents do? Woody Harrelson, Naomi Watts' character, they get mad. They go to the boy, oh, he's a man, he can take care of it himself. Your boy was going to get molested by the grandmother, and you go, he's a man, he didn't take care of himself. And I guess the movie's trying to be like, well, yeah, you know, their times were harsh, but you learn to be stronger and independent. Sorry, I had to put some pain to my head because let's say someone did that stuff on a, not even a daily, let's say that stuff I just did 3 days a week, and it was a grandparent doing that to a little boy. And then the dad comes in because the sisters are complaining about it, and the dad goes, he'll handle it. Oh, I mean, yeah, you're being ridiculed and embarrassed and in pain, but the dad's like, oh, he'll handle it. And then, of course, this is worse because it deals with molestation. And right then and there, I didn't give a fuck about Woody Harrelson and Naomi Watts characters. Right then, they can go fuck themselves. And the movie never recovers. And then by the end of the film, I'm like, fuck it, let Woody Harrelson's character die. Good. Don't fucking toast him. More like, I'm gonna piss on your grave. That's what it should have been. If it resulted in Brie Larson pissing on her father's grave, maybe it'd be like, whoa, okay, I understand. But this film then wants to be, what, uplifting or something? Or some kind of message? I mean, no wonder in the present time when Woody punches the fiance in the face for no goddamn reason, and the fiance's going, your family's totally insane, the fiance ain't fucking wrong. Hell, there's another point where Woody Harrelson and Naomi Watts, they're fighting, scaring the shit out of the kids. Woody Harrelson pushes the mom out the window of a 2-story like barn, And then they're laughing about it while the kids are freaked out and naturally go, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to get out of here. And they decide to do that. So at least, prevailed in the terms of common sense of this, the real story, those characters. But then in the current state, you want to have Woody Harrelson go, look around, this ain't you. Woody Harrelson's character, you have no fucking reason to talk. You're a drunk. You said nothing about sexual fucking molestation or confronting the grandmother. There's a point you almost drowned your fucking kid in the pool because you want her to be tough and swim on her own. Any other movie, you guys are the villains of the piece. And again, I keep harping. I know this is based on a true story, so I really blame the director for just following the source material. But then it just makes me go, why do this source material in the first place? When, okay, if you try, by the end, they're given toasts and yes. And who knows, maybe it's not true to the source material. I don't know. I never read the source material. Don't know. I mean, thankfully, Brie Larson's character finally tells the truth to Woody's ass. Didn't bring up the molestation thing, although that should have been one of the forefront things to bring up to both parents. And there should have been a real come to Jesus moment for these two parents. Not really. I mean, hell, the reason she finally yells at her parents is not because of, oh yeah, my brother was being sexually molested, you didn't do anything. It's when she finds out that, wait a minute, you had land that was worth over $1 million, but we were poor? That's fucking shitty too, but also how about scaring the shit out of everybody in the molestation and all that, Don't let that pass by. Then Woody Harrelson's dying, and Brie Larson and Woody are talking, and then Brie Larson goes, I am like you, and I'm glad. Brie Larson says to Woody Harrelson, after all the stuff I talked to you, she says, I am like you, and I'm glad. So you're like a guy who was just a drunk and didn't give a shit about molestation and almost drowned you and treated everybody who was against him like shit by punching a fiance who did nothing wrong, and all the horrible stuff of scaring you and making you starve for days. And did I mention the molestation enough? And now you want to go, I am like you and I'm glad? Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit! Sorry I stare people with my fucked up teeth. Chipmunk fucked up teeth. Oof. Bullshit. Bullshit. And now she's a freelance writer, and she's living alone. Sure, she dumped her fiance, who did nothing fucking wrong. And she dumped her fiance when she... So this is a story of a fucking moron played by Brie Larson, who is a fucking moron in real life. So I guess the glove fits better than the O.J. fucking Simpson case. You must have quit. No, you're full of shit. Reminiscing about Woody Harrelson's unconventional life. Yeah, make sure you tell the stories. Make sure you have a toast to the molestation. Yay. Well, it's just a small part. It's still a part. And it never gets brought up again. As if it doesn't exist. You can't see me. Well, you fucking John Cena. So yeah, fuck this movie. It's awful, and God knows. I can't say anything else. This movie apparently got accolades. High reviews, teach their own. I don't get it. I don't understand it. After everything I said, what was this movie really trying to teach us? That even though you can be the worst piece of shit parents, but hey, maybe because there's a handful of good moments, it's okay. Is that why this story need to be told? Is that why this true story need to be told? I don't get it. I don't get it. So again, sorry Brock, if you like the movie, that's cool. It wasn't my cup of tea, obviously, as you could tell. I didn't think I'd be that angry, but the more I thought about my... I'm stuttering. I'm stuttering. Thanks for watching, take care, and this movie can go to hell later.